Hey, Mila Falcher, welcome to Irish Granny Helen. This is a short, abbreviated version of what would usually be a lighthearted conversation with our friend Nate, but he's off gallivanting again. And while he's gone, I couldn't help but really want to put out a little something for your entertainment. It won't be anywhere as amusing as it could be when I give Nate a hard time. But here I am holding down the fort by myself. So I go on a little hunt for funny stories, and it's not easy these days. But I did find something that I suppose, depending on where you fall on the political spectrum, you're going to consider it more or less amusing. I found it funny, and I've got the numbers to support why I can laugh at it. So, a woman named Laura Lee Urex, who's 62 years old from Costa Mesa, California, has been charged with voter fraud. This is not good. Because she registered her dog, Maya Jean Urex, and had the dog vote. You know, those awful mail-in ballots. I'm just copying what she said. 2021, the dog voted for Gavin Newsom, and the vote was counted. I'm curious what that signature looked like. And in 2022, the dog voted in the primary, but the vote was rejected. It doesn't say why. So I looked up some statistics because, of course, people might glom onto this as proof, that what Trump is saying about voting and mail-in vote, all that nonsense. So I looked up the numbers for 2022. 33% of the registered voters in California voted. Only 33% of those who were already registered, and who knows who wasn't registered. This comes to 7.2 million people. And so this is one vote out of 7.2 million. They did name one other guy who voted for dead people. He voted 2 votes in 2 different elections for somebody in his family who had died, and he just went ahead and processed the votes anyway. So we have a total of 4 votes, 2 in one election, 2 in another election, out of 7.2 million. I don't think that really would have pushed the results over the edge. But my question would be, does the dog vote Republican or Democratic? Oh, the best part is the dog died. Now, that's not good. I'm not making fun of that. But after the dog died, she went on social media, the woman did, and talked about her dog and bragged about the dog voting. So we're not talking about the brightest bulb. So that's a little funny ha-ha or funny sad. I'm not really quite entirely certain. Then I read an article that I considered not talking about, and then I thought, no, this is a public service announcement. Now, for the sake of YouTube, this is not medical advice. I'm simply relaying the information I read from like the Associated Press or somebody like that this morning. It was in the paper. I thought it was funny, gross. So you decide. It has been found, because somewhere somebody thought this was a good idea to study, it has been found that scrolling on the phone while you're on the toilet is, number one, ew, gross, but that wasn't the result of the study. The result of the study was that it causes hemorrhoids from sitting too long. So let's talk a little bit about it. Not medical advice. This is the result of a survey. They surveyed 125 people who were having colonoscopies. Of those 125 people, 37% admitted that they sat for more than 5 minutes on the toilet scrolling on their phone. Ew. And of those, 46% had a higher risk of hemorrhoids. I'm assuming they had hemorrhoids. And the article goes on to say that millions of dollars are spent every year in the United States to treat hemorrhoids. And they're not taken seriously, which is why I'm laughing right now. They're not taken seriously. And no one wants to talk about it, but that never stopped me. No one wants to talk about it. So it goes below the radar, pardon the pun. So 65% of Americans in general use their phones on the toilet. And what's happening is it's distracting people. They forget where they are because they get sucked in to the phone. And pardon the frank description, but the article said this is not about straining. This is about the amount of time that you're sitting on what is essentially a hole, right? And there's no pelvic support, and it's really bad for you. So they had some advice. Now, this is not medical advice. This is just common sense. Don't take your phone into the bathroom. Don't sit there for longer than 5 minutes. Eat more fiber. You're welcome. And then finally, I was treated to the most horrendous ad this morning, looking for funny stories. This ad popped up. It was intended to be an ad, but it became the story. So it was for this toy called a Pandy, P-A-N-D-Y, Pandy AI. It is a stuffed panda bear. They're about this big. And the claims about it have been described as marketing, but not really true. It claims that it breathes, it reacts to the touch, and it reduces stress, but it's been evaluated and its claims are non-AI functionality. Whatever that means, I guess it doesn't work. And I'm willing to bet that the commercial probably was a little bit AI as well, although it looked pretty real. But this bear looked like they borrowed it from the Beijing Zoo. I don't know. Anyway, this is how the commercial goes. The Pandy AI makes you feel loved, supported, and helps during tough times. I'm sorry. I just think I'm losing my mind, or the whole rest of the world is. It's an AI-powered toy with motion sensors. So it gently reacts to your touch. When you cuddle it, it cuddles back. I think this is the next step down the rabbit hole into everybody gets an AI companion when they're born. It's your AI guardian angel. I don't know. Your AI therapist. I don't know. Scary, weird. That's all I have. I know this is very short, but I just wanted to put something out there. I'm going to be doing current events, and it's a hard news day. So I wanted to break everybody into it gently. So thank you very much for watching. Please get in touch with Nate on his channel, even if you're just leaving a comment under his most recent thing, and yell at him for abandoning me. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Slongafoil. Slanja.